Welcome back to an episode of Road to Varsity. This is episode 10, the finale of season 1 on Road to Varsity. In today's video, we're going to go over some gear. We are going to go over a little preparation for tryouts, and then we're going to go over the tryouts themselves, as well as talk about what team I think we want to be on. And we're going to start off the video by getting straight into some gear that I got, I think, a week ago. I did record that, but for some reason the intro got deleted, so I had to remake the intro, and this is the intro. So jump right into that. All right, so for the unboxing, we got all this stuff from Dick's. It was all 20% off, which was really great. So to start off, we have the white Bruce Bowl arm sleeve. I don't know what it is about Bruce Bowl arm sleeves, but I just love them so much more than like all the other arm sleeves in the game. I think it's just how they're made and the fabric of it, but it's really comfortable. And I'm gonna wear this. This is a nice little hint to how the rest of the packaging and stuff is gonna go, what colors they are. So white to start off. Next thing we got from Bruce Bolt is the black chrome batting gloves. I'll pull one out for you guys here. Me personally, I didn't think that these gloves were gonna be that cool, because I was looking at these ones right here, the all black Japan gloves. But I mean, these were a perfect second because oh my gosh, these fit really nice, and they look pretty decent too. I like it a lot. The silver bolt is like really cool. Hopefully that doesn't fade off as quick as they do on the other gloves. But no, really, really nice glove. Bruce Bolt batting gloves are my number one batting glove I can recommend for you guys, because all the other brands that I've been through, just not the best quality, and these last you a long time. I recommend the long cuff batting gloves just because it helps with wrist stability, and a lot of people don't understand the importance of wrist stability. I think that wrist stability is so huge as a hitter because it will help you check your swings a lot more than you think. Trust me, I've had to check a lot of swings. Next up, we have something that Evo Shield does really well, is their elbow guards. I love their elbow guards and their leg guards. I went with the black and white just because I play for two teams that are blue and white and red and white. So nothing really will go together besides white. So I just decided to go with black because I didn't want to go all white, because when we play on dirt, it's going to be messy. So Evo Shield elbow guard to start off for Evo Shield. Next thing we got from Evo Shield is their black and white leg guard. I'm going to probably break all this stuff in at my practice, so I'm sort of used to wearing it for tryouts. But yeah, love their leg guards, love their elbow guards. Their protective gear is probably the best thing that they do. So yeah, Evo Shield leg guard. All right, now this is probably the best part of this unboxing. I've been wanting these for a while now, and I finally got them. The packaging of these is just insane. Look at the Jordan Panda Dunks for cleats. I mean, this is just awesome. Really nice pair of shoes here. But yeah, they can't get much better than this for cleats. Comment down below what cleats you guys are rocking this season. Because I love these. These shoes are just sick. And then what I'm also gonna do is I got another pair of New Balances, New Balance cleats. I'm gonna wear those on turf or on dirt, just because I don't want these to get messy. So I'm gonna wear these on turf just so they don't get all dirted up. All right, but that's gonna be all for the unboxing for today. There is more stuff coming, and there is a lot more recording to do. So I will get back to you guys when the new stuff is here or when I'm gonna go practice. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so now that you guys saw all the gear that I got, I also got one more thing right here. It's a Bruce Bolt black arm sleeve. It's just the same thing as the white one, just black. But now it's time to get into some of the things that I think how the season's going to go and how the tryouts are going to go, mostly just the tryouts. But me personally, with how our team is looking and how heavy our juniors and seniors are, I think I'm going to be a starter on JV1. I could be a bench player on varsity. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that up to the coaches. But I'm going to try my hardest, do everything that I can do to get on varsity, because that is, of course, the goal of this series and the goal of high school is to get on varsity. I would love to be one of the guys on varsity, put in all the work and stuff like that. And I have put in the work. You guys have seen it. And I just wanted to say that off the stuff that I have recorded, it's a very slim um, showing of what I've all done through this series. I have done a lot more work than what I've shown, mostly because it's just hard to record everything that I've been doing, especially with me only being one person. So I just wanted to tell you guys that yes, I have been working really hard to get on varsity. This has always been my main goal, is to get on varsity. But in going into our next subject of seasons and episodes and stuff like that, so this is the finale of season one, on if I do make varsity, and if I do not, we will go into a season two of Road to Varsity. But that doesn't mean that I cannot make varsity during the year. So like soccer, I was on JV for half the year. Then I got called up to varsity the second half of the season. So because I was on varsity that second half, that the road to varsity was technically done. Even though I didn't do a series, let's just use that as an example. So if I'm playing JV1 this year and I get called up for one game to go play varsity, I made varsity. So then that season's done. And then we will go into the next series of Road to D1. That will be the next series, is Road to D1. I think I can do it. I believe in myself. And enough with me talking. And we're going to go straight into a workout that I did with my girlfriend at my facility. So we're going to go straight into it. All right. So I'm going to put her stuff right here. And then I'm also going to put it down in the description below. Um, Thank you for flipping to me, and throwing that awesome BP. But it is one day before tryouts. I'm recording this stuff all one day before tryouts, only because I don't want to do anything the day before tryouts. I just want to take it easy, make sure my body's ready and ready to perform at the level I need to. But I just wanted to talk about just how everything is going. I'm right now 100% healthy. Pitchers and catchers went absolutely amazing. I topped out at 80. I wasn't looking at hitting 80 at all. I would be really happy if I hit 80. I did hit 80. I was thinking I was going to sit like 78, top out at maybe 79. But I did hit 80 once. The changeup felt absolutely amazing. I just have to work on the slider a little bit. Curveball felt good too. Just got to work on the slider a little bit still. And then we're also developing a cutter right now, so that's another good thing. But other than that, I think everything's going great. And I don't think there's really much else that I could have done to prepare myself for this moment, for these next couple of days. But over these next couple of days, I'm definitely going to have to be ready and just focus all of my mental ability and strength on baseball. Sort of get away from the world for the next couple of days to try and prepare myself. And the worst thing is I have my driver's test on Tuesday, which is right before tryouts. So that day is gonna be a little scary mentally, but I think I'll be able to power through it and do my absolute best. So enough of me talking, and tomorrow I'll pick this up when it's right before tryouts. Not like right before tryouts, but I'll pick it up tomorrow on the day of tryouts, so you guys can sort of see what my routine is on a tryout day. All right, so I just woke up. It's like, well, actually, I didn't just wake up, but it's like 10 o'clock. I woke up at like 9. I just took a shower, and now I'm gonna go make some breakfast. So when I get done making breakfast, I'll show you guys, and then we'll get into our next thing. All right, so for breakfast, we got eggs, sourdough bread, and then for the drink, we got chocolate milk, and it has no sugar. So I'm gonna eat this. I was expecting to eat more, but we don't have any yogurt, so I can't make a yogurt bowl. But this will have to do for a little bit. I will definitely eat more before tryouts. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna get into my next activity. So it is the next morning after the first day of tryouts, and all I'm gonna say is it was one of my best tryouts and one of the craziest tryouts I've ever been at. Or I shouldn't say crazy. I'll just say craziest or wildest. Um, so to start off, we all got together at the beginning. Freshmen stayed downstairs. Sophomores went upstairs to go hit. We went to go hitting. Um, and I had to do exit velocity first. I barely got any warm up, and I got 84. And I think that was I'm not 100% sure if that was the highest, but I know it was like one of the top ones, so like probably top three, something like that. The rest of my rounds went pretty decent, and then we go downstairs to go run our 60 and go to fielding, and we do our stretching. Um, we go get in line, and one thing that I learned from Trevor Bauer after watching him so much is what he does to spike his central nervous system is he slaps his legs as hard as he possibly can to like spike it and get it like working again. Um, and I'm just sort of telling you guys this for later, because when I do this, I slap my legs as hard as I can, then I go run, and I ran a 7-1. That was my best 60 I've ever ran. Is a 7-1. All right. So I didn't think we were gonna run again, but we did run a second time. I did the same thing, slapped my legs as hard as I could, and I ran. I got a 6-9. So a 6-9 60 at a tryout that I was expecting a 7-2 at. It's pretty good in my opinion. But then after that, we did throwing for a little bit. We just warmed up, and then we went into infield work. Infield ground balls, throwing from short over to first, seeing how fast we can throw it and how accurate, of course. But I went. I think I threw three pretty good balls over to first. I think they were probably 80, 82, somewhere around there. But I think I threw it pretty hard. So this is where everything gets sort of weird and crazy. So I throw my first two, absolutely fine. Some nice darts over to first. I threw them as hard as I could. Then my third one, I threw it as hard as I could. It was an absolute strike over to first. Then I turn around and I start walking over by like the rest of the kids, like just to go talk because that's what we're supposed to do because we just have to wait around for the other kids. And I'm walking over by them and I start talking to them, and then I blink and everything goes dizzy. Like I couldn't see straight. I couldn't see what like where somebody was. Like I was seeing two of the same person, and I was like, "Yo, like what's going on?" Like I had no clue that I was like going dizzy or something. I like was just in shock that like that was even happening because like I was having the best trial probably of my life, and then I get dizzy. So I don't know like what happened. I ate perfectly. I ate really good that day too. I had a lot of food, and I had a lot of water. Um, I had even one of those liquid IV things, which like helps with hydration and stuff. But yeah, it was like really weird. Um, I was like, nah, I'm done. And I like started walking over by the coach, and like I'm walking towards the coach over here. the netting is like right here, and I kept on drifting towards the netting, and I fell into, I wouldn't say fall, but like I had to catch myself going into the netting like 3 times. Like I actually could not see straight or walk straight. So I tell the coach, and then I go grab some water, and then I go and sit down, and like I'm looking off into the distance, and like I'm like trying to like focus my eyes, but when I'm doing this, I see two of the first basemen. So like one first baseman's right here, and the same dude is on top of him. So like I literally had no clue like which one was like the real one. I didn't know if it was the bottom one or the top one. I couldn't see straight for like 5-10 minutes. And then because I was dizzy and I couldn't see, I got sent home. So I feel perfectly fine now. But yeah, I mean that was just a really weird first, really, yeah. But that was just a really weird first impression for sophomore tryouts. But we have tryouts today. I'm definitely just gonna like keep that in mind for like when I'm going through my day to day activity today. Just make sure that I'm like hydrated and eating. And to go back to what I was saying on why I think the slapping had something to do with it, I think me personally, I am no doctor, I have no PhD, but I do think that it was nerves. Just even though I've been to so many tryouts and showcases and things like that, I just think that no matter what, you're always going to have nerves. Like even the best actors and the best, like they're going to have nerves. Like just it's just natural for some of them. And for me, I'm one of those people that just naturally nervous. I didn't feel nervous at all. I felt like I was just doing my thing. But then also the slapping of the legs, spiking that central nervous system. I did it a lot of times too. I did it like 3 or 4. So slapping that central nervous system so many times and spiking it, it could have played a factor into my head possibly. I don't know. I'm just listing all the possibilities. But that's the one that I think it is because it couldn't have been like not eating enough or not drinking enough because I ate a lot. I even showed you guys what I ate. I only showed you the first meal too. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some protein bars, and a protein cookie too, and then another water bottle. So I drank and ate enough. But yeah, um, it was really weird. We're definitely gonna have to show up now if we wanna um, even be considered for varsity. I'm gonna try my hardest, do everything that I can as usual. But I just want to let you guys know how the first day went. I'm gonna update you guys on the second day, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Um, wish me luck on day 2, and I'll see you guys after. All right, so it is Wednesday morning, so I'm gonna go over how tryouts went on Tuesday, and then I finally got to get to editing this video. I have like 2 weeks worth of footage to edit, so it's gonna be a busy day. But um, yesterday, pretty much all we did was bullpens. We didn't do outfield work, which I thought we were gonna do, but we just never did it, which is weird. But we didn't do that. Um, we hit on the field, then we hit upstairs. Um, so for pitching, um, the radar guns were all messed up, but I did top out at 78 or 79, one of the two. But yeah, the radar guns were all jacked up. Then when we went into hitting, I feel like I had some pretty decent rounds. My hands are absolutely destroyed, if you can't tell. Like they are just beaten up. And then I got some like right there. Yeah, my hands are just all beaten up from this. Um, but I was still able to get some pretty good swings in. Uh, but I mean, there's not really much that I can, say right now because I obviously don't know how the coaches are thinking. We did a little bit of infield work. I was told to go play third base when we were doing the infield work instead of first, and I did pretty decent over there at third. Um, but to be honest, I really don't know sort of what my role is right now. I'm still sort of figuring that out, mostly because I don't even know what team I'm on and what the team looks like. I can play any role on the team that they need, but I just really don't know like what to think right now, just because we're still trying out and still sort of figuring out how the teams are shaping up and looking at, you know, what guys need to play where and things like that. But other than that, um, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get to editing this video hopefully, and after I get done editing, probably gonna have the last day of tryouts, and I will tell you guys tonight if I do or do not make varsity. Um, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'll catch you guys later. So it's the day after tryouts. We finally know what team we're on, and I'm on JV again. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say why or anything like that. But I am on JV again. It's gonna be good just to be able to, work on some things, improve, just learn to become a better player in general, and then hopefully I'll be able to take out of that up to varsity, possibly through the year, or maybe even next year. Who knows? But there will be a season 2 of this series. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for the this video. Stay tuned for the next one because I think it will be another good video for just people in general because I'm gonna probably work on my routine a little bit as baseball started because it's gonna change my routine a lot now that I'll have practice after school every day. So that's all I have for this video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you know when every video is live. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.